Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Hi, folks. Welcome back. And those of you that are new, welcome. This is from Barry Weiss from Twitter. Now, those of you that are older like myself, I'm 66. Most older people use Facebook. But the reason why I'm highlighting Twitter is because what's going on and the things that are being uncovered by Elon Musk. And this is from Barry Weiss, who's top-notch reporter. Top-notch because she tells the truth. Thread, the Twitter Files Part 2, Twitter's secret blacklist. Folks, Twitter interfered knowingly and willingly in elections. Shadow banned Republican and conservative candidates and or those Republicans and conservatives who are running for re-election. Stop their reach to people and their campaign. That is election interference. There's no TOS bullshit that they pull on you. That is direct election interference. And I hope to hell that somebody goes to jail. Starting with the lawyer, the safety, I forget her name. I hope she goes to jail. She lied under oath. Jack Dorsey lied under oath when asked directly, do you shadow ban anyone for politics? And he said no. It was a lie. Let's just read on. This is worth seeing, folks. I know. You're going to roll your eyes. You're going to say, John, we already knew it all already. But we didn't actually see it. We didn't actually see the facts that you could use in court. And I hope that it is used in court. A new Twitter Files investigation relieves that teams of Twitter employees build blacklists, prevent favorite tweets from trending, and actively limit the visibility of entire accounts or even trending topics, all in secret without informing users. That's shadow banning. That's what's being done to me and hundreds of other YouTube channels. Twitter once had a mission to give everyone the power to create and share ideas and information instantly without barriers. Along the way, barriers nonetheless were erected. Number 3, take, for example, Stanford's Dr. J, who argued that COVID lockdowns would harm children. Twitter secretly placed them on a trends blacklist, which prevented his tweets from trending. A lot of the time, they say, well, you know, shadow banning is when we block them from everyone. That's a lie. They knew exactly what they meant when asked under oath. They suppress your tweets, any of your videos. We have Twitter Files number 3 is trending, and we're only on number 2. Number 4, or consider the popular right-wing talk show host Dan Bongino, who at one point was slapped with a search blacklist. Bongino left YouTube, if you remember. He left his behind off. I don't care about YouTube. And they basically screwed him on Twitter, too. Number 5, Twitter set the account of conservative activist Charlie Kirk to do not amplify. Yep, that is interference. Now, is it directly interference with an election? No. But there are people running for public office who have had the same fate. Number 6, Twitter denied that it does such things. In 2018, Twitter's Vijaya Gadde, that's the lady that was head of the Trust and Policy Department, head of the legal department, and Kayvon Bekebor said, we do not shadow ban. They added, and we certainly don't shadow ban based on political viewpoints or ideology. As Tim Pool explained, this is how they're going to weasel out of it. Well, shadow banning is when we stop anybody from seeing their content. No, they knew damn well what they meant. It's like what Tim Pool used an example. Do you have a door at Twitter? No, we don't have a door. What do you mean you don't have a door? How can people get in? Well, we have a portal. This is the weaselness of these people. Number 7, what many people call shadow banning, Twitter executives and employees call visibility filtering, or VF. Multiple high-level sources confirmed its meaning. 8, think about visibility filtering as being a way for us to suppress what people see to different levels. It's a very powerful tool, said one senior Twitter employee told us. Number 9, VF refers to Twitter's control over visibility. It used VF to block searches of individual users, to limit the scope of a particular tweet's discoverability, to block select users' posts from ever appearing on the trending page, and from inclusion in hashtag searches. Just like many comments that are put here, just seem to disappear. Number 10, all without the user's knowledge. Now, Elon Musk says he's coming up with an app or some software that people that have Twitter channels can go through to see how badly they were getting screwed over. I applaud that. Number 11, we control visibility quite a lot, and we control the amplification of your content quite a bit. And normal people do not know how much we do, one Twitter engineer told us. 2 additional employees confirmed. Number 12, the group that decided whether to limit the reach of certain users was the Strategic Response Team, Global Escalation Team, or SRT GIT. It has often handled up to 200 cases a day. But there exists, number 13, a level beyond the official ticketing, beyond the rank and file moderators following the company's policies on paper. This is the site integrity policy escalation support. These people, they should be in jail. Just even the employees that are gone from Twitter. If you interfered with a candidate running for public office on their visibility, that is election interference. It's no different than a mailman or a mail person taking a whole bunch of mail that's political content and throwing it in the garbage because you don't like the candidate. You should go to jail. This secret group included head of legal, policy and trust, Riyadh Jagati, the global head of trust and safety, Yoel Roth, subsequent CEOs, Jack Dorsey, and Parag, I can never pronounce his last name, Agrel, and others. That's the head of the snake. Number 15, this is where the biggest, most politically sensitive decisions got made. Think high follower account. Controversial, another Twitter employee told us. For these, there will be no ticket or anything. They don't want a paper trail because they knew it was against the law. Please bear with me. This video is worth watching just for the information alone. One of the accounts that rose to this level of scrutiny was the Libs of TikTok, which, by the way, only show videos of other people. An account that was on the Trends blacklist and was designed not to take action on user without consulting with the big shots. And they can read your direct messages, your private messages, by the way. Number 17, the account, which Chaya Rickchek began in November 2020 and now boasts over 1.4 million followers, was subjected to 6 suspensions in 2022 alone. Each time, he was blocked from posting for as long as a week. Twitter repeatedly informed him that she had been suspended for violating Twitter's policy of hateful conduct, a very subjective term. But an internal memo from October 2022, after her 7th suspension, the committee acknowledged the Libs of TikTok had not directly engaged in behavior violative of the hateful conduct policy. Even their own people said no. 20, the committee justified their suspensions internally by claiming her posts encouraged online harassment of hospitals and medical providers, by insinuating that gender-affirming healthcare is equivalent to child abuse or grooming. Compare this to what happened, number 21, when she herself was doxxed on November 21st, 2022. Those you don't know, doxing means where they list your personal address and a picture of your residence so people can come to your home and screw with you. A photo of her home and her address was posted in a tweet that has garnered more than 10,000 likes. And it wasn't taken down. When she told Twitter that her address had been disseminated, she says Twitter support responded with this message. We reviewed the reported conduct and didn't find it to be in violation of Twitter rules. No action was taken. The doxing tweet is still up. Why Elon Musk allows it? Maybe just slips through the cracks. He's got so much going. 23. In internal Slack messages, Twitter employees spoke of using technicalities to restrict the visibility of tweets and subjects. Here's Joel Roth, Twitter's then global head of trust and safety, in a direct message to his colleagues. Use technically spam enforcement as a way to solve the under-enforcing these policies. They basically screw them over and we're going to make up a rule. Unbelievable. 6 days later, number 24, in a direct message with an employee on the health, misinformation, privacy, and identity research team, Roth requested more research to support expanding non-removal policy interventions like disabling engagements and visibility filtering, a.k.a. shadow banning. 25, Roth Roth. The hypothesis underlying much of what we're implementing is that if exposure to, example, misinformation directly causes harm, we should use remediations that reduce exposure. And limiting that spread virality of content is a good way to do that. Remember the things, words are violence? Words can cause violence. They need to be stopped. That's what they do. And who decides what incurs violence? Who incites what is just puts certain groups at risk? We got back on board. We got Jack back on board with implementing this for civic integrity in the near term. Jack being Jack Dorsey, the former head of Twitter. But we're going to make a more robust case to get this into our repertoire of policy recommendations, especially for other policy domains. There's more to come on this story, which was reported by, and you list all the hashtags there, and the team at the Free Press. Keep up with this unfolding story here in our brand new website, bfp.com, and I suggest you go to it. I'm going to be going to it regularly myself. Now let's look at a couple other things. I know this video is going long. Ian Miles Chong. So here's a question for Elon Musk and Barry Weiss. Were any political candidates, either in the U.S. or elsewhere, subject to shadow banning while they were running for office or seeking re-election? And Elon Musk said yes. Those people should be in jail. That is against multitudes of federal and state and local laws. Here's some Andy Ngo, another top reporter. Jeff Carlton worked for both the CIA and FBI, authored dozens of official reports, and some of which were read by President Barack Obama, the ex-intelligence operative who was also part of Twitter team behind secret efforts to stifle conservatives. Just think about that. Pause the video and give that some thought. Here's a good one. Glenn Greenwald, another good reporter. Conservatives. By the way, Glenn Greenwald is no right-winger. The reach of our tweets is being limited by a progressive Twitter workforce, says conservatives. Dems. That's an insane conspiracy theory. Barry Weiss, here are the documents proving all of this. Democrats. Everyone knew this already. It's an altogether now nothing burger. You guys are just beating a dead horse. What are you doing? During his testimony before Congress in September of 2018, then Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey was asked whether Twitter was shadow banning prominent Republicans. No, Dorsey responded. Throw the son of a bitch in jail. That's why he's trying to cooperate with Elon now. He's trying to save his own behind. They suspended me multiple times. This is the lib of TikTok, the lady that runs it. Multiple times knowing I never violated any policies. This is what happens when you talk about things they don't want you to talk about. So glad these days on Twitter are over, or those days on Twitter are over. Thank you, Elon Musk. And Elon Musk tweeted back, You're welcome. Twitter won't be perfect in the future, but it will be much better. I'm going to finish off the video with this. It's running a little long, but I think this is important. This is the tweet that got to me more than anything. This is direct election interference. This is no different, like I said, than a postal worker taking tens of thousands of lit pieces, so they call them literature pieces in elections, to mail to registered voters, encouraging them to vote for that individual, and taking tens of thousands of them and throwing them in the recycle bin. That is against federal law. This is no different. And I don't want to hear the bullshit about this is a private company. They have Section 230 protection. That's supposed to stop that kind of craziness. I can't even tell you. There's some things Elon does I think are wonderful, and there's some things Elon does that I think really suck. But this is huge. This was the major platform that they went after conservatives and Republicans, President Trump, and tons of others. These sons of bitches barred and banned a sitting president of the United States based on zero facts and evidence. Many of these people should be in jail. Elon, I hope you're incredibly transparent. If the Republicans in the new Congress grow a set of balls to call these people back, but you're going to have the Justice Department pick them up and serve the warrants. Will the current Attorney General of the United States do it? The one that got screwed out of a Supreme Court seat, or so he says? When half the FBI and the DOJ now is doing its bidding for the current administration? When Congress asks and sends out subpoenas, and the Department of Justice won't serve those subpoenas and bring those people in for questioning, will they be held in contempt of Congress? Just like Steve Bannon was and many other Trump associates? If the Attorney General, put it this way, if the Republicans grow a set of balls and have real hearings and go after these people by every legal means necessary, and the DOJ will not go pick them up, will not serve warrants, will not put them in jail, the system will fall apart and civil war will be coming. Make no mistake. This is huge. Sorry it took so long. Normally I don't have videos this long, but I thought this was more than worth covering. Please try to share this video wherever you can on your social media and emails to family, friends, coworkers, anyone you think will be interested in it, so I can get my watch hours up so I can get monetized and really ramp up the channel. And again, as I always say, until next time, goodbye and good luck.